So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And some good blocking. Springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 3rd down.
The penalty gets them back where they started, and it is 3rd down and 10. They'll look to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
We both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, Mike, just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders. And frankly, in the entire locker room, they need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3, not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's the punter now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive. So they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. The motion man here is Mitchell. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
The Lions offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
This one complete right side. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Now, faking the give. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. It is a big play there for the Lions. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw yet again. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need.
That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. Now they'll set up to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. 12 yards on that hookup. That's good for a Jaguar 1st down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to
Neutral
jump?
zone infraction, defense. Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Not much happening there, just a short gain. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Slot man in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a 1st down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time, he's in. Touchdown, Lions. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll get 4 on this one. down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Quick throw, taken in, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 25-yard line.
The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jaguars. The kicking team on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Davis now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Lions offense. And their running back set to go once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Back to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's their punter now as he's on to punt for Detroit. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Jaguars offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Jacksonville. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. 3rd and long. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. 30-7 was your final. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
More from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jags offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Low-scoring game, all time, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he's going to have the first down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Handoff here, up the middle. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Got to get it to the 28. But now it's third down. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The Jaguars have the field goal unit on the field. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Jaguars will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. This one complete right side. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. To the right side here, pass is caught, and he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. Back to the air one more time. Quickly to the outside and complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And he's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. And he'll have the first down at the 26, so good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. Now a give on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. 36 yards. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a
Roughing the
hold, or
passer.
did they rough the quarterback? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll get this out to his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Number 87. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down is right.
Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line.
Offense.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Chewing off 7 yards on that one. 2nd down and 8.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the ground, they go with their running back. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a Jags 1st down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. But the mark says 1st down. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. The Lions called their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And the Lions are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
6-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run here. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Brown now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll go with a run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Jaguars offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At the 31-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. He will have a Jaguars first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down at the 35-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Quick throw here is complete.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
3rd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. There's that man again, another catch.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him. And now, since we are in overtime, all challenges come from the replay officials. So we will get another look at this one. So that challenge, a successful one. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Past midfield to the 45. And he'll be taken down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good